Welcome to Simple Mindspace, the podcast dedicated to exploring the paths to financial freedom, unlocking your potential, and understanding the millionaire mindset. Today, we delve into a captivating tale of wealth, extravagance, and the dark side of cryptocurrency. This is the story of Jimmy Zhong, a seemingly ordinary young man who became entangled in one of the biggest crypto heists of all time. Imagine this. Athens, Georgia, a quintessential college town known for its vibrant energy and spirited University of Georgia Bulldogs. It's a place where life seems simple, revolving around football games, lively bars, and the promise of a bright future. But beneath this veneer of normalcy, a secret simmered, a secret held by a seemingly unremarkable young man named Jimmy Zhong. Jimmy, a University of Georgia graduate, was a fixture in the local bar scene. Known for his generosity and love for a good time, he would often treat everyone to rounds of drinks, showering friends and strangers alike with his seemingly endless wealth. He would buy lavish gifts, whisking his friends away on private jets to the Rose Bowl, even handing out thousands of dollars for impromptu shopping sprees on Rodeo Drive. To those who knew him, Jimmy was a generous friend, a carefree spirit, living life on his own terms. However, behind the facade of extravagant parties and spontaneous acts of generosity lay a hidden truth. Jimmy harbored a secret that would soon unravel, exposing a world of high-stakes hacking, unimaginable wealth, and the shadowy underbelly of the cryptocurrency boom. It all began with a seemingly routine 911 call. Jimmy reported a burglary at his modest off-campus bungalow, claiming that a thief had made off with $400,000 in cash and a significant amount of Bitcoin. The police, accustomed to dealing with petty thefts and college town shenanigans, were immediately intrigued by the sheer scale of the alleged theft. Who was this seemingly average young man with hundreds of thousands of dollars stashed away in his house? As the local police delved deeper into Jimmy's story, inconsistencies began to emerge. His claims of making a fortune through Bitcoin investments seemed plausible at first, particularly given his background in computer science. However, the sheer volume of his wealth, coupled with his extravagant lifestyle, raised red flags. Enter Robin Martinelli, a seasoned private investigator called in to crack the case. Tasked with unraveling the truth behind the stolen fortune, Martinelli embarked on a journey that would lead her deep into the world of cryptocurrency and the enigmatic persona of Jimmy Zhong. Martinelli meticulously pieced together the puzzle, interviewing Jimmy's friends and acquaintances, examining his lavish spending habits, and scrutinizing his elaborate home security system. Yet the more she uncovered, the more enigmatic Jimmy became. His friends described him as a generous, if somewhat naive, young man, eager to please and desperate for connection. Meanwhile, across the country, a team of IRS criminal investigators specializing in cryptocurrency had been hot on the trail of a massive heist that had occurred years earlier. In 2012, a staggering 50,000 bitcoins were stolen from a notorious dark web marketplace known as the Silk Road. This online black market, notorious for facilitating the trade of illicit goods and services, had become a haven for criminals operating beyond the reach of traditional law enforcement. The Silk Road theft, audacious in its scale and execution, sent shockwaves through the fledgling cryptocurrency community. It exposed the vulnerabilities of this new digital frontier and attracted the attention of law enforcement agencies worldwide. The stolen bitcoins, worth a relatively small sum at the time, had skyrocketed in value over the years, making the stolen fortune a tantalizing prize. Using sophisticated blockchain analysis techniques, the IRS investigators followed the digital trail of the stolen bitcoins. Their pursuit led them to a seemingly insignificant transaction, a mere $800 worth of Bitcoin moved by none other than Jimmy Zhong. This seemingly insignificant transaction would prove to be Jimmy's undoing. The exchange he used had a strict Know Your Customer policy, requiring users to provide their real names and identifying information. Armed with this crucial piece of the puzzle, the IRS investigators descended upon Athens, Georgia, their sights set on the unassuming figure of Jimmy Zhong. In a carefully orchestrated operation, IRS Special Agent Trevor McAleenan and blockchain expert Sean Magruder, founder of BlockTrace, paid Jimmy a visit. Posing as investigators there to help him recover his stolen cryptocurrency, they aimed to gain his trust and access to his computer. What unfolded was a surreal encounter captured on police body camera footage. Jimmy, eager to impress and seemingly starved for genuine connection, welcomed the investigators into his home, oblivious to their true intentions. He proudly showed off his lavish possessions, his expensive cars, his custom-built home bar, complete with a stripper pole, and his impressive collection of high-powered computer servers. As the investigators engaged Jimmy in conversation, they subtly steered the topic towards his Bitcoin investments. Jimmy, emboldened by their apparent interest and eager to prove his tech prowess, boasted about his early involvement in the cryptocurrency world, claiming to have mined a significant amount of Bitcoin in the early days. He even went so far as to show them a suitcase filled with $1 million in cash, a tangible testament to his digital fortune. With each passing moment, Jimmy dug himself deeper, revealing more than he intended. The investigators, playing their roles to perfection, patiently waited for the opportune moment. Their chance came when Jimmy, in a moment of unguarded pride, opened his laptop, revealing a digital wallet containing a staggering amount of Bitcoin. With a single glance, the investigators knew they had their man. The evidence was right before their eyes. The following day, a swarm of federal agents descended upon Jimmy's home, armed with a search warrant. They scoured every inch of the property, meticulously searching for the stolen Bitcoins. Their efforts were rewarded when they discovered a hidden safe concealed beneath the basement floor, its contents a treasure trove of digital and physical wealth. Inside the safe, they found a hardware wallet containing a significant portion of the stolen Bitcoins, along with physical Bitcoins dating back to the early days of cryptocurrency, precious metals, and stacks of cash. Jimmy Zhong, the unassuming party boy from Athens, Georgia, was no ordinary criminal. He was a Bitcoin OG, an original gangster of the cryptocurrency world. He possessed a deep understanding of the technology, its vulnerabilities, and the intricacies of blockchain transactions. The IRS concluded that Jimmy had not simply stumbled upon a flaw in the Silk Road system, as he claimed. Instead, he had used his technical prowess to exploit a vulnerability, making off with a king's ransom in digital currency. Jimmy's downfall was a consequence of his own hubris, his desire for recognition, and his yearning for connection. He had meticulously concealed his ill-gotten gains for years, only to unwittingly expose himself through a series of careless mistakes. His decision to report the relatively insignificant theft from his home had set in motion a chain of events that would ultimately lead to his capture. Jimmy's story is a cautionary tale, a stark reminder that the allure of easy money can be intoxicating, and the consequences of succumbing to temptation can be severe. It's a story that highlights the complexities of the digital age, the evolving landscape of crime, and the relentless pursuit of justice in the face of technological advancements. In the end, Jimmy Zhong pled guilty to 1 count of wire fraud and was sentenced to a year and a day in prison. The U.S. government, the unlikely beneficiary of his crimes, seized the stolen Bitcoins, selling them off for a hefty profit. Jimmy's story serves as a reminder that in the world of cryptocurrency, every transaction leaves a trace, and no secret can remain hidden forever. So what can we learn from Jimmy's story? Here are some key takeaways. The allure of easy money can be blinding. Jimmy's desire for wealth and status led him down a dangerous path. Remember, there are no shortcuts to success, and true wealth is built on hard work, integrity, and ethical decision-making. Every action has consequences. Jimmy's decision to report the theft from his home, while seemingly insignificant at the time, ultimately led to his downfall. Be mindful of the choices you make, as even seemingly small actions can have far-reaching consequences. The digital world is not anonymous. Every transaction in the world of cryptocurrency is recorded on the blockchain, leaving a permanent and traceable record. If you're involved in any illegal activities online, be aware that law enforcement agencies have sophisticated tools at their disposal to track down criminals. Thank you for tuning in to Simple Mind Space. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories about personal finance, financial freedom, and the millionaire mindset. Until next time, remember, knowledge is power, and the pursuit of financial freedom starts with making smart, informed decisions.